1 2 the place to be. 1 2 in the place to be. Have to come on and do this emergency. Yes. This is crazy. Once y'all come in the chat and y'all can hear me, put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat once you can hear me. Once we get people up in here. Okay. Let's see. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me, man. Have to come on real quick and do this live. What's up, Shy Jim? What's up, Julie Pierre? This shit is nuts. Hold on a second. Once y'all come in, make sure you hit the like button coming through the door. All right? Make sure you hit the like button coming through the door, because we got a few things to discuss, man. I was going to do a video, but I said, you know what? Let me go real live. What's up, Shy? Let me go live and do a video about it, and then if push comes to shove, I'll make a video wrapping everything around it. So make sure you'll hit the like button coming through the door, please. I know this is short notice. Y'all didn't get a chance to get notifications because I just really thought about this right now. And I could just cover more if I'm just doing it live. Y'all see the title. This lawsuit, make sure you hit the like button coming to the door. This lawsuit took a turn today. You know, going into today, and like I said, that's how it is with a trial. It was kind of like that with the Tory Lanez trial. You know, the first few days of the Tory Lanez trial, I was like, oh, Tory is he's rocking it. You know what I mean? It's like he's rocking it. You know, this thing's over. You know, I was saying this thing is over with, right? I kind of felt that way the first 3 days of this lawsuit. I kind of felt as though, you know, a lot of people disagree with me. I kind of felt as though the first 3 days, the defense had won. But you come around today. And I feel a little bit different about this trial now after day 4. And I'll tell everybody why. Y'all make sure to hit the like button coming through the door. Make sure you hit the like button coming through the door. Okay? And like I said, after this, I'm just going to do another video, wrap everything up. Y'all make sure to hit the like button coming through the door. And I will go over what I wanted to go over, which is day 4 of this trial and Milagro's team secretly working for ROC Nation. I know everybody's going to say, oh, what? You know, Megan Thee Stallion came on. She had on the purple again to coincide with when she was testifying at the Tory Lanez trial. She wore purple then. She wore dark purple. She wore light purple this time. Came in looking excellent, looking beautiful, right? And I thought coming off of yesterday that Milagro Grams had a very good day yesterday. I thought at least I thought she had a very good day yesterday. I think Milagro Grams controlled the narrative when she was up on the stand. I think she was very calm, cool, and collected. I was impressed with the way um, I was impressed with the way Milagro handled herself on that stand. Um, Very impressed. Denisa Henry, what did Millie have on? You know what? I forgot what Millie had on today. I know she had on the tan yesterday, and then she had the black and white on the day before. I would have to look and remind myself what she had on today. Let me check Megan Kunner's report. I mean, I saw a picture earlier, but I don't remember what it was. But I'll definitely look it back up. But I know yesterday she had on like a beige type tan, and then the day before she was out there clowning. She had the black and white with the fur on, had some nice open toe flip flop shoes, the heel out. So she was showing out. But today, Nicki Minaj came up and we found out a little tea. Well, certain people found out tea. We also got some tea on Kelsey Harris, which if you was listening to me this whole entire time, and this is one of the reasons why I went live, because if I don't pat my own back, ain't nobody else gonna pat it. But for anybody that's been listening to me from the time this thing started, did I or did I not tell everybody, and everybody that has been here with me from the beginning, when everybody was running with that narrative that Megan slept with Kelsey's man? Y'all remember that? Y'all remember how y'all was all saying Megan slept with Kelsey's man? Remember how that was the narrative? That Kelsey was with Tory first, and then Megan came and slept with Tory while he was already sleeping with Kelsey. And what did I tell y'all? What did I tell? What have I been saying from the beginning? I told y'all from the beginning, Kelsey was not fucking with Tory. I told you from the beginning. I know Kelsey's nigga at the time. I told y'all he was in a rap group from Houston. He was gonna come on my show when all this went down. But then at the last minute, he changed his mind. He said, I gotta get off of social media. Because he found out through social media that Kelsey and the story was Kelsey and Megan had something. Right? But I told y'all all along that Kelsey was not messing with Tory. And if you just listen to, and when people say, well, how would you know? All you got to do is listen to Tory's album, Daystar. Isn't that what it's called? Daystar? And Tory says in that album, I forgot what song it was, yeah, me and your girl, she cool, something along the lines of she cool, you know, but we ain't like me and you. Tory said that out of his own mouth. Something along the lines of, you know, they talk, or they got a cool friendship, but it's nothing like me and you. I don't remember the song. You can go back to the album and find it yourself. That was the first clue. That was the first clue. The second clue was, see, you got that, boom, right on the head, Shy. Y'all make sure to hit the like button coming to the door. The second clue was at the pre-trial, way before this trial started. Okay? Way before the trial started. Sean Holly, Tory's former lawyer, in her pre-trial statement, she said Kelsey Harris developed romantic interests in Tory Lanez. She never once said Tory Lanez had interest in Kelsey Harris. Now, this was Tory's lawyer. This is before the trial, before everybody started spinning the narrative. You got to watch. You got to read. She said, in her words, out of Tory lawyer's mouth, Kelsey Harris had romantic interests in Tory Lanez. That's exactly what Sean Holly said. Then we have to go to the third time y'all should have picked it up was during Kelsey's interview. When Kelsey said, and I quote, "No, I had only met Tory 1 or 2 times. We had never dated." Kelsey said that out of her own mouth. Exactly, Janisha. She said, we never dated. The fourth clue y'all should have picked up was during that same interview, she said, right after it happened, I got scared and I called this guy I was talking to at the time. She said, I called this guy I was talking to at the time. But if you was Tory's girlfriend, how could you call somebody else? What's up? What's up, Baduki? The fifth clue that y'all should have picked up on is if Tory was dating Kelsey, why didn't she get mad that Tory was trying to get with Kylie, who was looking like a baby in a manger and looking like an angel? If that was her boyfriend, if that was her man, why wouldn't she get mad that Tory was trying to talk to Kylie and Kylie was looking like a baby in a manger and an angel? Hey, Mimi. The sixth clue that y'all missed was if Kelsey was Tory's girl, why would Kelsey leave Tory in that pool with Kylie, who was looking like a baby in a manger and looking like an angel? Wouldn't Kelsey be like, nah, nigga, we leaving, you leaving? If that was her man. Why wouldn't Kelsey be getting jealous if that was her boyfriend? All these clues was clear to y'all, but y'all didn't want to see it because y'all wanted to run with that narrative that Meg was a hoe, Meg was sleeping with Kelsey's boyfriend. That was never Kelsey's boyfriend. That was never Kelsey's boyfriend. And then once again in court today, Megan Thee Stallion said that wasn't Kelsey's boyfriend. She said she liked Tory, but to my knowledge, they never had a sexual relationship. She liked him, but he didn't like her. And once again, listen to Tory's Daystar album, right? Listen to Tory's Daystar album. He kind of said something similar to that. I forgot what song it was, but he kind of said something similar to that. Like, yeah, you know, me and your girl, like, we got something, but it ain't like what me and you got. It seemed more along the lines of friendly. And my final clue that y'all missed and shouldn't have missed, which is clue number 8, I believe. If Kelsey was Tory's girl and Megan already knew that Kelsey was sleeping with Tory, why, when Tory was on the phone with Kelsey, was he apologizing to Megan? Why would he be apologizing to Megan and not his girl? Y'all said that's his girl. Why would he be apologizing to Megan? Wouldn't he be saying, Kelsey, I know you're never going to talk to me again because, you know, you didn't know that I was smashing Megan. I know you're never going to talk to me again. He was saying, I know Megan's never going to talk to me again. And then if y'all can just listen, what did Tory say in his voicemail to Megan? He called her baby. He said, I love you. I know you're never going to talk to me again. I love you. He said, baby. What did he say to Kelsey, his so-called girlfriend? Yo, bruh. I don't know what happened, bruh. Yo, I was just too drunk, bruh. You know, I don't even get down like that, bruh. This is his girl. This is his girl. This is what y'all said. But he's calling Megan baby and I love you and I'm sorry and I know you'll never talk to me again. But Kelsey, the so-called girlfriend, yo, bruh. I never meant to do that, bruh. I don't even think like that, bruh. So Megan Thee Stallion once again reinnovated to everybody that was never Kelsey's nigga. All right? We also found out today, and we're going to get to Milagro's team. We also found out today that the entire song of Hiss, I'm sure some people knew about this because some people saying it. I've been saying it. The entire song Hiss was about Nicki Minaj. It wasn't just the Megan's Law line. The whole entire song was about Nicki Minaj. Yesterday, we found out, remember when Nicki got the Call of Duty deal? Remember that? She got the Call of Duty deal? She got that deal because Megan Thee Stallion turned it down. It was supposed to be Megan Thee Stallion getting that getting that deal. She said yesterday they gave the deal to my competitor. What's up, Sexy 60? And they said, who's your competitor? And she said, Nicki Minaj. So they probably was like, listen, we need another female rapper. So we're going to go give it to Nicki Minaj. And I truly believe that Megan's team used that to try to whack Nicki, because why did that come up? I truly believe that her team, in the midst of everything, was being shady and just wanted people to know, look, the only reason you got that is because we turned it down. Because why else would they bring that up? That's not relevant. Oh, so did they replace you? Well, why would they ask that? Who cares? I believe that was done on purpose. Because nobody had confirmed still to this day that that was Megan's gig. And I believe they threw that out there to say, so we could put it out there so everybody knows that was Megan's gig first. Ho. You only got it, ho, because she turned it down, ho. I truly believe that there'd be no other reason for them to even bring that up. Now, we got to get to why I said what I said. Absolutely. No, absolutely. I understand, Denisha. I understand. Now we got to get to some of the things that I was talking about. Megan Thee Stallion got up there looking amazing, had the purple back on again, coordinated the purple, just like how she had on purple when she first testified against Tory Lanez. Let people know. A lot of people was asking, why are you suing Milagro? And you're not suing, and I was one of those people. I'm not going to sit here and cap. I was one of those people. I was writing down in my little notes, and I said, Joe Budden, DJ Academics, Aiden Ross, bitch ass, all of these people have way more followers than Milagro. Why aren't you suing them? I was one of those people who said that. But Megan Thee Stallion explained today. She said, first of all, 40,000 followers, it's not about 40,000 followers. That she said, that don't mean she don't have a lot of engagement. What she was giving Millie props by saying she gets a lot of engagement. Just because she's got 40,000 followers, don't let that fool you. She got a lot of engagement. And when she said about Joe Budden, Academics, Aiden Ross, she said they would say, yeah, my music's trash, or they don't believe me, or they don't like me. She said, but then they would go on about their business. And then they wouldn't talk about me again. Y'all make sure you get the likes up. They wouldn't talk about me again until I came up again. And he said, they didn't call me retarded. They didn't spread a deep fake tape. They didn't harass my family or my fans. She said, Milagro did. They didn't say, Well, if you don't like me, then sue me. Milagro did. And here we are. I said, oh, shit. Okay. And then they played the audio of Milagro saying, get the sue in. If you don't like it, sue me. If you think I'm lying, sue me. Megan's lawyer said, say less. You know? So, the thing that happened today, that was a damaging blow to Milagro, and I didn't even know this existed, is when she played the video, and because Megan cried during this video, oh, it's so damaging. Because you're going to have to remember something, man. Out of those jurors that's sitting there, you could almost guarantee one of them have lost their mama. You can almost guarantee it. Their mama or their daddy. I mean, it's probably very bad odds that everybody that's on that jury got both their parents right now. So when she starts talking about the mother and how close they was and how she lose her mother and how her mother was her everything, everybody is going to feel affected. That's just the way it is. On top of that, she's the one who got shot. And she said, just because I twerk and talk about sex, I deserve to get shot? I deserve to get shot because I talk about sex and I twerk? And they said the people in the jury was like, oh. It's like, oh, man. That is not what Megan said. Megan did not hook them up. Kelsey even said in her interview that Megan had told her, you know what? Don't try to talk to Tory. She never hooked them up. She said today during her deposition, during her testimony, I've never known Kelsey and Tory to have any relationship, including sexual. And I just ran down 8 other times. If you, again, Sean, if you're going to say, well, Megan's a liar, okay, go back to the pre-trial. Sean Holly, when she was still on Tory's team, what did Sean Holly put in her pre-trial explanation, her pre-trial claims? She said Kelsey Harris developed a romantic interest in Mr. Lanes. Mr. Peterson. Kelsey Harris had a romantic interest in Mr. Peterson. She never once said they were in a relationship. She never once said they were dating. She never once said that was his girlfriend. She said he developed a romantic interest. And then during Kelsey's interview, she said something pretty similar. They said, how many times have you met Mr. Lanes? How many times? before that night. She said once or twice. How can they be in a relationship? If she said she had only seen him once, one or two times prior to that night, how could they be in a relationship? Megan seen Tori way more times. So you can be in a relationship with somebody and you had only seen them once or twice? What's up? What's up, Project? Now that came out of Kelsey's mouth during her interview. She said one or two times. Because you got to think about it. She met Tori at the Rock Nation brunch. That was February. That was February. This took place in July. And remember, she caught COVID. So she went home, I believe it was in May. So she had only seen him once or twice. Then she went back to Houston with her nigga. Because her man was in Houston. Her man was in Houston. Right? And she said during when Kelsey was telling about that night, she said, I was scared, so I called the guy that I was talking to at the time. What's up? What's up? Damn, April. So that's only 2 months. That was only 2 months. How are you in a relationship with somebody that you seen once or twice and you was only around for 2 months before you went back to Houston? Back to your real nigga. Could somebody tell me the song on the Daystar album that Tori pretty much said that him and Kelsey didn't really have nothing? That came out of his mouth. That came out of his mouth. He said I forgot what song it was. I think it's a song he made the video for. He said something like, yeah, your girl, me and your girl, we cool, or something like that along them lines, but they not like, she like not like me and you. What's up, Jocelyn? I forgot the name of the song. Daystar track list. Money Over Fallouts or something like that. You're probably right, Shy Jim. No, well, Money Over Fallouts was the first song. It wasn't that. It was called, hold on. What song did he have the video to? Jokes on Me, maybe? What was the video? He had a video and he had two girls in it. The video and he had two girls in it. Well, anyway. Jokes on Me, right? Hold on a second. So let me get to this whole Rock Nation angle. All right. Mm-hmm. I don't know why I can't find it. Is it called Jokes on Me? I'll find it in a minute. But this is crazy. Hold on. Now, Milagro team, which was first started out as what, Power to the People? What's the name of them people? We Unite the People. Unite the People. Wow. So Unite the People was the ones who told that, y'all make sure y'all hit the like button, please. Coming through the door. Y'all make sure hit the like button coming through the door. So Unite the People was the people that told Milagro Cooper that they would represent her for free. Right? They said they represent her for free. And then once they started representing her, they started saying, hey, this is getting a little costly. You know, we got to talk about some sort of payment. So Milagro said, y'all said this was pro bono. Y'all said this was pro bono. Now you looking for money? Like what? I go, what? Yesterday, Caesar from Unite the People came up on the stand. The guy is asking, can I roll up? You see, let me real quick. This is all Lil Wayne's fault with his old gremlin looking ass. Ever since Lil Wayne sat up in that deposition and act a fool, everybody tries to act now like Lil Wayne during the deposition. Wayne, this is all your fault. Because everybody now that does a deposition goes up there and acts like Wayne did. And Lil Wayne was the first one to really do that. So no people was under the impersonation that you couldn't do that at a deposition. Like you had to talk. But Wayne showed everybody, you know what? You ain't got to say nothing to these motherfuckers. You can answer the question any way you want. And ever since Lil Wayne did that, now everybody tries to do it. So Wayne, this is your fault. This dude is saying, do you mind if I roll up? And I don't recall. I don't recall. Everything was I don't recall. I don't recall. I don't recall. Then you got Shining Star Daystar's father. Oh, before we start, we do the Father in the name of Jesus. Jesus. The Holy Ghost is in this house tonight. The Holy Ghost is in the house tonight. Right? He said the devil is busy. In Rock Nation, you will crumble. Our boy still saying Rock Nation crumble. Megan Pete is a sexy, and she is sexy. No, he didn't say that. Is a sex demon goddess. I don't know what a sex demon goddess is, but whatever sex demon goddess is, that's what he called Meg. He said Meg was a sex demon goddess. Ooh, child. He said, I hope it was fun. Me and your best friend, we had a thing, but that was something. You could have told her, but you dead wrong. Instead, you left her out for dead. So here's the thing, and the reason why I said that. I'm reaching on what? What am I reaching on? I didn't say anything. I'm reading lyrics. I was just talking about I'm reaching on what? I'm saying what he said in court. Yeah, have reaching on this one. On what one? Oh, well you don't know why I titled it that. I'm about to tell you. You see, that's called marketing. That's called marketing. So I'm about to tell you why I said that. No. Clickbait is when you put something and you totally don't talk about what you put. That's clickbait. I'm about to talk about why I said what I said. So clickbait and marketing is two different things. Right? Clickbait would be like, listen, Tory Lanez admits to shooting Meg Thee Stallion, and then y'all all come in and I'm talking about Nicki Minaj. And you're like, wait a minute. I thought you said. Now, Shining Star, who is the one that Millie is erasing all the messages, right? They're talking to him, And he is talking about how Jesus Christ is in the room. He won't really answer, oh, the devil's a lie. When they ask him about Milagro, did you send her money? Did you send her money to speak to these people? The devil's a liar. You got her dude who was representing her at first, right? You got her dude that represented him first. He don't want to answer no questions. Then you got Tory Lanez. I don't really care. I got so amount of years. I already got 10 years. I don't really care. Now, my question is this. Milagro is pretty much, because of the amount of money she stands to be in debt for, if she loses this case, she has a lot on the line. A lot. And she's pretty much being sued because of Tory Lanez. What's up, hey, it's me. Would y'all agree with that? Milagro is being sued in most part because of Tory Lanez. Would y'all agree with that? They say, no, she's getting sued because she kept harassing Meg. But she was harassing Meg on what basis? Based on what? On this whole situation with Tory Lanez. She was defending Tory Lanez is innocent. So this is why I said this. I'll explain now, Mike. These dudes has done nothing. What's up, D Joyce? They've done nothing for Millie. They've pretty much thrown her under the bus and left her to fend for herself. You're gonna tell me, why didn't Shining Star, when they threw him the alley-oop, when they said, so how'd you meet Milagro? Did you send her money? Were you sending her money? You were actually sending her money so she could be your mouthpiece, so she can harass Megan on Tory's behalf? Why didn't Shining Star say she would never, Mila would never do that? She just wanted to do what was right, and she wanted to stand for the truth. She would never purposely harass anybody. As much as she's putting on the line for him, she deleting text messages and deleting for DMs. He ain't had to delete shit. They didn't come looking for his phone. You couldn't throw her a little help there? Tory Lanez, instead of trying to show everybody you're so tough and I got 10 years, I don't care, do what you want to do. Why not say, listen? Why not say, listen? Nana said, perjury? Perjury, maybe? Tory Lanez. When did Tory say that, though? When did he say what, Mike? During his deposition, he said, I got 10 years. I done lost my appeal. There ain't nothing. He said this during his deposition. He said, ain't nothing y'all can do to me. And you can charge me all the money you want to charge me. I can pay it. I'm a millionaire. Nigga, you won't be for long if you keep taking these fines. He said, so I'll just keep paying y'all. I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm not saying nothing. And the reason why I said working for Roc Nation is because you're doing their job for them. You're doing your job. You're doing Quinn Emanuel, who's hired by Roc Nation. You're doing Quinn Emanuel's job for them. Today may have lost this case for Milagro based on the way Tory, Caesar, and Shining Star acted and carried themselves. Not one of them. They all did it for their own selfish personal reasons. Not one of them said, you know what? Millie is risking pretty much everything for us. At least say, I'm not saying nothing, but Milagro isn't that type of person. Or Mila isn't that type of woman. The dude from the beginning, Unite the People, didn't have one good thing to say about Milagro. Being a pick-me shirt is expensive. He didn't have one good thing to say about Milagro. I don't know. When did you meet Milagro Graham? I don't remember. Did you ever send Milagro Graham any money? I don't remember. Do you know whether she said anything bad about her? I don't know. You mind if I roll a joint? Nigga, what? If you roll a joint? Then you got this dude who the only thing he wants to talk about is, well, again, Megan explained, and I'll tell you, Mike, I was one of the people, if y'all heard me yesterday, I admit, I was one of the people who came in and said, why ain't she suing academics? Why ain't she suing Aiden Ross? Why ain't she suing? I was one of those guys. I was one of those people who said, those people got bigger platforms than you. But when she took the stand today and explained why, I said, oh, okay, that makes sense. And she said, yes, even though Joe Budden, Aiden Ross, and DJ Academics all have bigger platforms than Millie, or than Milagro, yes, they have all said something about me at one point in time, or maybe 2 times or whatever. They all said they don't like me. They've all said they think I'm a liar. They've all said um, I'm whole or whatever the case may be. She said, but what they didn't do, they didn't promote a deep fake tape. They didn't constantly harass my family and fans. They didn't talk about me every single day for 5 years. They didn't lie and say my mama was a drunk or my mama was a thief and my daddy was a drunk. She said only one person did that. And that's why she's getting sued. So I said, oh, okay. Okay. And then she kind of gave Milagro props, even though she didn't mean to. She said, and let's not think about 40,000 followers. She said, because just because she's only got 40,000 followers, that don't mean that her engagement isn't huge. That don't mean that her engagement isn't huge just because she's got 40,000 followers. Again, this is what the person said. You're saying cap to me like I said it. I am once again repeating what she said. And if you think it's cap, that's your opinion. But just because you think it's cap, that don't mean nobody else I think it's cap. But that don't make them wrong. That don't make you wrong. That's your opinion. If you don't believe it, that's your opinion. I'm not going to say you're wrong, so why are you telling me I'm wrong? I'm not saying you're capping, so why are you telling me I'm capping? And again, that's your opinion, and you're entitled to it. And I'm sure you're not the only one that thinks that, Mike. So you're entitled to your opinion. I'm only telling you what she said. And some of the people that was covering this trial, they said, oh, okay, I believe it. Right? So, and I'm going to be honest with you, I probably, because I don't follow Megan like that, I'm sure the Barbs knew. But I was under the impression that his was. Oh, and another thing, reason why I said that. Then you got Millie's lead attorney. This nigga was like he was flirting with Megan. Like he was. They said this dude was up there like he was in awe of Megan. Married man, too. They said at one point, him and Megan shared a laugh. If I'm Milagro, I'd be like, nigga, I'm spending every. I just like hearing you talk. Aw. Okay, hey, it's me. Hey. Well, I like that you like hearing me talk. They said that at one point this dude and Megan was looking real comfortable up there, like that was his lawyer. I mean, that was her lawyer. If I'm Milagro, I'd be sitting back like, wait a minute, nigga, why are you smiling at her? You need to be smiling at me. Shit, you need to be smiling at me, Negro. Can't deny it again. Ain't that what Ice Spice and and Lotto said? Ice Spice and Lotto, right? Yat. So the reason why I titled it the way I titled it is they up there doing Rock Nation's job for them. Rock Nation had an easy day today. Quinn Emanuel, Rock Nation, they was like, let's just let her talk. I mean, let's just let all of these dudes with their depositions, with their Lil Wayne 2.0 depositions, they helping us out. Because near one of them said, this is all I'm going to say. Milagro should not be liable. She did not, you know, she's not that type of person. She is not that type of person. She did not intentionally harass Miss Pete. Mila is not that type of person. Could you have said that, Shining Star? Tory Lanez, you done had Millie getting clowned because they said you walked right past her in court. Then she got to hear that you are saying, wait a minute, how you going to defend her and you defending me? Ain't that a conflict of interest? And she's still riding out for Tory Lanez. I have a prediction. I have a prediction that after this case, win, lose, or draw, I think Milagro is going to realize that Tory Lanez, day star, night star, shining star, superstar, ain't none of them your friends, chick. None of them. None of them. No, but um, Mike, you don't always need a dream team though, bruh. But I mean, this is really, I'm gonna be honest with you. You don't really need a dream team to win a defamation case. These are like the easiest cases to win. Right? These are the easiest cases to win. But I'll tell you one thing that Millie's doing that I don't like. If you go up in there cocky, arrogant, don't seem like you're humbled, don't seem like this is a humbling experience, and you walking through, and I love Milagro, but I have to call her on this. It's kind of like going to court. You know that you're going to go see the judge, and you walk up in there in jeans. You know what I'm saying? Right. You walk up in the courtroom and you got jeans on and you go in front of the judge. The judge gonna say, "Oh, okay." So he think he funny. So he basically don't give a F. When she's out there, oh, but talk about the shoes though. Talk about the shoes. You know, so. I was like, nah, that's not how you should be doing. People were telling me Megan was looking the way Millie should have been looking. Megan looked serious, like she wasn't playing no games. Millie should have been like, you know what? I'm here. I don't believe that I should be held liable, but I know this is no laughing matter. Bullying is no laughing matter. That's why I didn't do it. If Megan Pete feels as though I was bullying her, targeting her, even if you don't mean it, listen, I apologize if she feels as though I was bullying and targeting her. But I can't apologize for something I wasn't doing. I did not get paid. I was just commentating. But I just want to say, I feel bad that Megan Pete, that Miss Pete, feels as though I was targeting and bullying her because that's not my character. No, but she didn't have jeans. Mike, you did. Mike, are you sleepy? No, y'all are tripping. She didn't have on jeans. No, but Mike, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. She can, but I know what you're saying. But there are some people, right? Every man has a suit. If you don't got a suit, every man got dress pants. Something that you put on when you go out to the club or you go to church. Every man has at least one pair of dress pants and a shirt, a button up, something. So when you walk up in court, jeans sagging, pulling your pants up as you walking up, so why she let them gas up to start doing all this posting stuff and pulling up her mom and dad's bin information? I don't know. That Denise, I don't know the answer to that. Only Milagro knows the answer to that. And it's just that one thing I could tell you is, and somebody said it earlier, clout is a hell of a drug, right? And you let your fans tell you, yeah, 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 you doing the right thing. F her. F her. But then when it comes down to it, who's going to be the one that's going to be out of money? You, not them. So, of course, they're going to say, yeah, stand up, girl. Stand up for your rights. F Megan. But when Megan comes suing, she going to be suing you. She not going to be suing the mob. She going to be suing you. The mob left her out to dry. Now, I don't know how much money. I know they gave her some money. So I can't really say that. Didn't they come up with about 20 grand? She may have even got 50 grand. Paying $250,000 for therapy is the ultimate cap of this generation. Well, Mike, I'm sure that they had a bill. She's not going to be able to walk up in court in the defamation suit without that bill. Same thing Cardi B did. Same thing Cardi B did. And I don't know whether that's cap or not, because Cardi B, her therapy was around the same amount. You got to remember something. You're dealing with celebrities. We ain't dealing with me or you. Maybe our therapy ain't $250,000. But when they go to therapy, they up in damn near mansions. Their therapy ain't like our therapy. Cardi's therapy was around the same amount that they held Tasha K liable for. I think Cardi spent over $150K on her therapy. You'll be having therapy in heaven. It's close, Mike. It's close. You see these facilities these folks be going to? Mike, I'm telling you, bruh, the facilities that these people go to. Let me tell you something. If I go to therapy for 30 days, a regular person, right? A regular person. I'm a regular person, right? So the average cost of a 30-day stay in a private therapy facility. Now, this is the price in Canada. So if it's this price in Canada, it could be over $35,000 a month. That's for a regular person. Generally ranges from $5,000 to over $35,000 a month. That is a regular person. But these aren't regular people we dealing with. These are celebrities. So they're going to top-notch facility. Top-notch facility. How much is the top facility in California for 30-day stay? Right? So it could range anywhere from $500 to $650 per day. Now, let's take out our handy little calculators. Now, I'm not great at math, but I know 3 times 5 is 15. So 30 times 500, ain't that 150,000? Yeah. 30 days, $650 a day. Yeah, that's about 150K. That's what Cardi B's bill was. But again, Mike, see, this is what I have to explain to y'all. We are not in their world. See, a lot of people think of them as like they're living in our world. They're not living in our world. That's why I never trip over their body count. Right? That's why when they're like, oh yeah, uh, Wilt Chamberlain slept with over 20,000 women. Be like, damn, 20,000 women. That nigga was a hoe. But I gotta remember something. Wilt Chamberlain was a professional basketball player and traveled all around the world for 20 years. Yeah, that would be a lot for a regular dude, but I believe it for an NBA player. I believe it. Over 20 years, that's like 1,000 girls a year. I believe it. Now, I wouldn't believe it if I was like, yeah, I done slept with over 20,000 women. You better, nigga, you capping. You ain't slept with no 20,000 women. But these things cost, bro. They go to these facilities. You got a sauna. You got a sauna in your room. You get 3 meals a day. You got the therapy sessions, mental massage, physical massage, whirlpool, electronic reading session, go to the chapel for prayer, and all of this is on facility. Mike, trust me, bro. Trust me. What you think, and you say Megan is ODing. Well, listen to this. 250,000 for Megan, right? What you think it'd be if it was Taylor Swift? if Megan paid 250K, what you think it would be if it was Taylor Swift? No, what's up, Miss Fields? No verdict yet? No verdict yet. All right. No verdict yet. And I'm just gonna holler at y'all real quick. I don't wanna expose myself. Hold on a second here. Make sure y'all can't really see me like that. Shout out to everybody. Thank y'all for coming through. I can't stand up because I can't. Well, for the brothers in here, I ain't gonna say why. But I can't stand up. But anyway. Ah. Right, but you know what I mean, sexy, sexy. Like if Megan, who is nowhere near as rich as Taylor, right? And I saw Mike said, "You really think he did it?" You know what, Mike? Somebody put something very interesting in. I don't know whether it was Sexy 60 or somebody when they were like perjury. So, Mike, let's let's be objective. I know somebody said you're a Barb, so I know if you are a Barb, I know y'all don't think objectively, right? But let's just be real for 1 second. All right? Do you believe that Tory Lanez didn't testify because he cared about Kelsey so much? So he was willing to risk going to jail for 10 years over a girl who obviously, if he say shot Megan, she obviously wasn't going to go down for him. So do you mean to tell me you actually believe that Tory Lanez didn't take the stand because he doesn't want to see Kelsey go to jail and have to be without the baby, have to be without the mother? Don't he got kids? Don't he got kids though? So what about your son, Tory? Your son is going to be without his daddy for 10 years. But going out like what? Like, but he's saying Kelsey did it. He's saying Kelsey did it. That's his defense. So what's the difference? You're still snitching. If you saying Kelsey did it, you're still snitching. If you let the defense, if that is your attorney's defense, if they're putting on the defense and saying Tory Lanez didn't do it, he obviously told the lawyers who wasn't there, so he obviously snitched to the lawyers and told them that Kelsey did it. Am I not right? Because they used that as their defense. So what would be the difference? if you go up on the stand and say it, or whether you just told your lawyers. See, my thing is, there's a reason why he didn't take the stand. Now, do I believe that he meant to shoot Megan? Do I believe that he intentionally wanted to hurt Megan? No, I don't. I honestly don't. And I don't know the man. And he has been known to be violent. I don't know the man. But I just don't think he intentionally meant to hurt Megan. I believe he was drunk. I believe they were all drunk. And I do believe, whether he was trying to shoot at the ground to scare her or try to get her to stop, shoot up in the air, and then maybe the bullet hit Jesus and came down, ricocheted off Jesus' head and came and hit Megan in her foot. I don't know. But I don't feel as though he meant to hit her. But do I believe he shot her? Yes, I do. And the only reason that I believe that now is because this dude will not say anything. And don't give me that stuff about not snitching. If you trying to put me in jail, if you're the reason you're trying to put me in jail, you think I'm going to be caring about a not snitching? Tory ain't from the streets. He's a rapper. Remember Nicki Minaj said, we are music artists. Those rules don't apply to us. That's why she said she forgave 6ix9ine. She said, you're a rapper. You not no street dude. So those no snitching rules don't apply to us. Those rules do not apply to Tory, contrary to what Tory wants people to believe. Tory is not a street dude. He is a damn singer. Why would he shoot her? Because, remember, they were also arguing. They were also arguing, right? They were also arguing, and when you are drunk, like I said, I don't know whether he shot at the ground, he was trying to scare her. I don't know. Because the whole fighting over the gun thing, that got debunked by the gun specialist. That got debunked by the gun specialist. He said there is no that type of gun that they were talking about. He said there is no, the gun went off by mistake. That's what the gun specialist said. He said, what about if you're fighting over the gun? He's like, if you're fighting over the gun, you have to put at least 7 pounds of pressure on the trigger to shoot this gun. So when this gun went off, it went off intentionally. Sometimes things happen, man, when people get drunk and she's, oh no, you little dick nigga, such and such and such. You notice they don't want to talk about what was said in the car. She probably said, oh, little dick nigga. Nigga, you wasn't hitting the bottom no way. Yo little ass, little short bastard. That's why your dick small. You know how girls get. And somebody like Megan, you know Megan feisty. That's why your dick small, little nigga. Niggas with Napoleon complex, they don't like that little dick stuff. because he was drunk. And like I said, I'm not saying he intentionally shot her. I'm not saying that. But when people are drunk, they're not thinking clearly. Hello? They're not thinking clearly. You heard what he was saying in his call, regardless of whether what he was apologizing for. What did he say in his call? Yo, bruh, I was just too drunk, bruh. You know I don't normally act like that. But I was just too drunk. I don't even know what the fuck was going on. He's telling you right there. So you're saying, why would he shoot her because he said that? Because he was drunk. He's telling you why. Even if he wasn't apologizing for shooting her, he did something, and he said to Megan, it would not have happened if I wasn't drunk. So when you ask, why would he shoot her just because she said that? Because he was drunk. Have you disregarding the fact that Tory's DNA was not found in the gun? No, it was inconclusive. That's not, see, this is what part of the problem is. This is what part of the problem is. Number one, it was inconclusive. They said they couldn't exclude him, and they couldn't exclude him. They said the gun wasn't on the magazine, but it was inconclusive. Okay, so now I'm going to bring something back to you, Mike. Right? I'm going to bring something back to you. You know, just because your DNA ain't on the gun, that don't mean shit. Want to know why? You seen Baby Boy? You seen Baby Boy? Right? You seen Baby Boy? Remember when Baby Boy shot Snoop Dogg? And he came back in the house and Vin Reams was in the house? And Vin Reams took the gun from him? What did Vin Reams do? For all y'all that saw Baby Boy. What did Vin Reams do when he took the gun from Jody My Jody after Jody had shot Snoop Dogg? My point is, just because his DNA wasn't on it, that don't mean nothing, bruh. Because niggas can wipe DNA off. Niggas can wipe DNA off. That don't mean nothing. That's my point. I'm not assuming his DNA was on it. I'm just saying we can only go by facts. The facts are he couldn't be excluded or included. It was not conclusive. But you can wipe off DNA like you can wipe off prints. So that whole thing about the DNA, we know that he was around the gun because he had GSR on him, just like she had GSR on her. So you have to remember something, Mike, about me. I'm a different type of nigga. I'm an old head, right? And plus, I'm from New York. We just don't believe everything, bruh. That's the reason why Diddy beat a Rico. New York niggas, we different. especially old heads. We don't just believe what people say. If he knew he shot that gun, oh, let me wipe that. Let me wipe that. Yo, Quan, handle this. Quan could have took the gun and wiped it. He a security guard. He know what to do with guns. Not saying that that is what happened. I'm saying it is a distinct possibility because you see it all the time. The DNA wasn't on the gun. Yeah, niggas wiped it off. My cousin Light had 7 bodies, never got caught. God bless the dead. He had 7. He went to his casket with. He went to his grave with 7 bodies on him that he never got caught for. What you think? How you think he didn't get caught? So don't be so wrapped up in, oh, no DNA was on the gun. It don't gotta be. That don't mean nothing. But we know he was near the gun because they both had GSR. So one of them two shot the gun off. One of them two shot off the gun. You see what I'm saying? So you got to think open-minded. You can't be closed-minded. Well, that's your opinion. And again, I'm not here to try to convince you that he didn't do it or did do it. That wasn't even what the lie was about. If you believe that he did it, if you believe he didn't do it, that's your right. But it's also people's right to believe that he did do it. So everybody's got their own opinion. Shout out to young man for coming through on short notice. I'll do a video. I was actually getting ready to do a video, and I said, you know what? Let me go live real quick and just break it down quickly. You know, me personally, like I said from the beginning, I always hoped that he wouldn't have got any jail time, even if he got found, even if he was found guilty. Once he got found guilty, I was hoping they give him probation, but he just had too many other things going on. And I was hoping and praying that in pretrial, they were like, no, we just don't have enough evidence. We believe her, but we don't have enough evidence. So that way, nobody could say she was lying because it'd be like, we do believe her, but legally, we can't prosecute him because there's not enough evidence. And just because there's not enough evidence, that don't mean you innocent. It just means you're not guilty. Not guilty don't mean innocent. But, I would have took the stand if I was him. Forget them broads. I would not have been thinking about them broads. I've been thinking about my freedom. And I don't care about no damn, I don't believe in all that stop snitching bullshit. Like, first of all, I don't have to believe in it because I don't get myself in those type of situations. So it don't matter whether I believe in stop snitching or start snitching or whatever else, because I don't get myself in those situations though I never have to make that decision on whether to snitch or not snitch. right? I don't put myself in those situations. But if you find yourself in that situation and you are not a street dude, Tory ain't got no codes to go by. He's a damn singer. His only goal should have been, I got to get back and do whatever I got to do to get back in the studio. F these broads. I don't care what these broads talking about. Wouldn't nobody been mad if he's saying that they were lying on him and he told the truth? Who's going to get mad at him? You snitched on somebody that's lying on you. You gonna tell me they would have been mad? Oh, yo, you should have took that case, son. She a girl. Hell no. Hell no. You lying on me, I don't care if you a damn sheep. I don't care if you are a reindeer. If you're lying on me, I'm going to tell the truth. That nigga did it. He wants y'all to believe I did it. That nigga did it. I didn't do it. If y'all want to call that snitching, you can call snitching all you want. That's somebody that deserved to get snitched on. If she's lying, she deserved to get told the truth about. If y'all say Kelsey is lying, you gonna tell me you wouldn't want Tory Lanez to tell the truth? Shoot, if I'm getting blamed for something I didn't do, now I can see if we all in it together and we all did something and they caught me but didn't catch you. No, then I ain't gonna snitch. Like if we all rob a bank, right? We all rob a bank. And they catch me and somebody else, but one guy got away. I'm not gonna hate and be like, well, there was actually one more person. This dude named Scooter, he was with us. He got away. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. No, he wouldn't have. No, he would not have. He would not have. Do you see all these people right now saying that which person do you see saying, yeah, that was solid? That was solid what Tory did. Every single these dudes, nah, no, they wouldn't have. No, they wouldn't have. He would not have got canceled. Niggas still mess with 6ix9ine. Niggas still mess with 6ix9ine. You gonna tell me they would have canceled Tory Lanez because some girl shot somebody and was trying to put him in jail? No, they wouldn't have. These niggas don't. First of all, you knew niggas don't cancel niggas. This ain't back in the day. Snitching is the thing now. You heard what Jay-Z said? I'm from the era where niggas don't snitch. You from the era where snitching is the shit. Niggas don't cancel nigga for snitching no more. Y'all knew niggas don't cancel niggas. These dudes be out here kissing on dudes, and y'all still don't cancel them. Yeah, Gunna snitched, and what happened when he put his record out? His record went #1. They said Gunna snitched, right? What happened when Gunna got out of jail? His record went #1. What happened when 6ix9ine snitched and then put that record out? His records went #1. Come on, man. The niggas don't care. Y'all niggas don't cancel. Y'all niggas ain't, and I'm not saying you, but your generation, and I'm gonna assume you're from a younger generation. Y'all generation ain't thorough niggas like that. There ain't too many thorough niggas around now. Y'all don't cancel people. Because 6ix9ine didn't get canceled. Everybody's trying to say he got canceled. 6ix9ine didn't get canceled. 6ix9ine had a #1 record and a #2 record when he came home. He didn't get canceled. This dude will put out a video right now, and within 2-3 hours, it'll be at 1 million views. He didn't get canceled. No, no, no. The baby, first of all, y'all didn't cancel the baby. White people canceled the baby. The baby got canceled because he said something about the LGBTQ. Y'all didn't cancel the baby. White folks canceled the baby. You talking about? Y'all didn't have nothing to do with canceling the baby. The baby got canceled because he said something about the LGBTQ Q community. Y'all didn't have nothing to do with that. If he would have never said something about it, if he would have never said something about the LGBTQ, he would have never got canceled. He would have never got canceled. The bottom line is Tory Lanez did not testify because he had something to hide. What that something was, I don't know. But what's he saying now? I wish I would have testified. Yeah, you should have. You should have. Y'all make sure to hit the like button. All right? Me, like I said, Tory Lanez, the snitch culture don't apply to him. Nicki Minaj said the same thing. Nicki Minaj said, when everybody said, oh, how could you work with a snitch? She said, people asked her, how you going to work with 6ix9ine? He's a snitch. And she said, I'm an artist. He is in the music business. He's not on the streets. He's not in a gang. That stuff don't apply to us. She said, now my husband is a street dude. So he would be mad at 6ix9ine because he's a street dude. right? He's a street dude. No, what I'm saying is Nicki Minaj, people were getting on her saying, how you gonna work with 6ix9ine and he's a snitch. And Nicki Minaj was like, I'm in the music business. I don't give a damn about no snitch. I'm in the music business. And so is he. I don't give a damn about a snitch. So Jocelyn, what the point is, Nicki Minaj said, now my husband, that's a different story. He don't like 6ix9ine because he's from the street. He's from the street. No, he wouldn't have. He absolutely would not have. He would not have. Because you don't see nobody right now he would have caught some heat from who? His fans would have been you think his fans would have turned on him? They have been happy he's out of jail. They all saying right now, you don't see none of Tory Lane fans saying he did the right thing. I'm glad he didn't snitch. None of them are saying that. None of them are saying that. None of them are saying, yeah, Tory, he a solid dude for not snitching on that girl. Like what? That's and that is not that is not what the no snitching thing is about. The no snitching thing is not about, oh, somebody's blaming me, but I'm not going to tell the truth and say it was them, or else that's snitching. That's not snitching. That's not the same thing. Snitching is, oh, you give up the other people that was responsible and we'll cut your time. It's not, oh, I'm gonna take this bid even though I didn't do it because I don't want to snitch. Well, what? Nah, bruh, that's not you got your snitch. You got your snitch rules screwed up. You got your snitch rules screwed up, sir. I just gave you the example. I was never a street nigga, but I grew up with street niggas. I grew up with niggas that was in gangs. And the whole snitching thing was if we do something together and they only catch some of us, you can't then dime out the rest of the people. That's snitching. That's snitching. Snitching isn't, oh, I'm we down together and then somebody else shoots a person. They're saying which one of y'all shot a person. So Kelsey don't care about snitching, right? Y'all living in a fantasy world. Y'all got this snitching thing all screwed up. That's not snitching. That is not snitching. You are blaming me. You're basically lying on me. What person is going to get lied on and not tell who really did it? Especially if they ain't friends no more. Especially if they ain't friends no more. Nobody's mad at ASAP Rocky. Nobody's mad at ASAP Rocky. How come nobody didn't say, hey, you snitched on ASAP Relly? We ain't messing with you no more. Because he basically did the same thing. Didn't he go and tell um on ASAP Relly? Now that is more of snitching. So ASAP Relly, ASAP Relly snitched on, sorry, not ASAP Rocky. ASAP Relly snitched on ASAP Rocky. Not ASAP Rocky snitched on ASAP Rocky. Now, what would have been snitching is if Rocky came. This is snitching, right? This is snitching. ASAP Relly blames ASAP Rocky, right? But ASAP Rocky didn't do it. ASAP Rocky didn't do it, right? Or no. ASAP Rocky and let's say ASAP Ferg, right? So ASAP Relly says ASAP Rocky shot me, but he don't blame ASAP Ferg. But ASAP Ferg was also shot him, right? But he only says ASAP Rocky. Snitching would be if ASAP Rocky said, I didn't do this by myself. Ferg did it too. ASAP Ferg. That's snitching. That's snitching. Perfect example, right? I was talking about this with my boy the other day. When we was little, right? When we was little, we were trick-or-treating. It was me, my boy Chris Ziegler, my boy Robbie Ziegler, rest in peace. Um, I think my boy Sam was there. And then Patrick Decatrell, like our friend Patrick Decatrell. Now, Pat Decatrell, we call him Dickie. Dickie was mad fast, right? He was the fastest one out of the whole crew. And plus, he knew all the back streets, right? To get away with it. So we going trick-or-treating, right? We go up to the bar. So we going to trick-or-treat at the bar. It was daytime, right? So we going to knock on the door. Trick-or-treat. So the dude came out like, we're not giving no candy, kid. Get out of here. Right? So then she said, oh, man, it's Halloween. What do you mean you ain't got no candy? What do you mean get out of here? We kids, bro. It's Halloween. The dude came back out and was like, we don't got no candy. Now get out of here. Right? So we was like, oh, man, forget them. So then Patrick Decatrell says, fuck you. Boom. And he kicks the door. Right? We all take off. Decatrell kicked the door. Right? We all take off. Them big white boys come running out the door, scooping all us up, right? got Robbie Ziegler, got Chris, he dropped me because he got me because I dropped my candy. And back then, when Halloween was in full effect, yo, I had like a whole half a hefty bag full of candy. I dropped my shit running. I said, oh, hell no. I went back for my candy and they got me. They got me. So they grabbed me. But Patrick Decatrell, Dickie was mad fast. And plus he knew the back road. So he cut down an alley, right? He cut down an alley. So they didn't get him. They didn't get him. But Robbie Ziegler, he was mad that we got caught. He was like, we didn't even kick the door. Pat Decatrell did. And he dimed out his boy. That's snitching. Pat Decatrell did it. It's like, why you had to tell on Pat Decatrell? We could have ran just like he did. He was here. He ran. He got away. They didn't even know that there was another person. Why you had to tell them? So when we get back around the way, Robbie gonna go and tell Pat Decatrell. Robbie wanna go and tell Pat Decatrell, yo, Dickie, I fucking told on your ass. We told you. I was like, nigga, don't say no we. We didn't do nothing. You did. We told you. We told on you. And we gave him your address. Pat was like, why the F would you do that? Why did you have to mention me at all? He was like, we all did it together. Why did you even gotta tell? They didn't even know I even existed. Why'd you have to name me? I was like, yo, that is kind of mess. But I don't think they ever came. But they got his. Oh yeah, we told on your ass. Robbie Big Ass was mad. Rest in peace. Robbie Big Ass was mad because they caught him. But Pat Decatrell was fast as fuck. And Pat knew all the back roads. Right, that's snitching because he didn't even have to mention Pat. And that would have been the end of it. Oh, Pat Decatrell got away. There was another guy here with us. Yep, my nigga like me. I said, hell no, I ain't dropping my. I went back, got my candy. He grabbed me, said, don't try to run. I was, no, you gonna kill my mother? You're not gonna call my mother, are you? Like, I'm damn sure. Yes, I'm calling your mother. What's her number? 485-1229. I was like, my mother gonna be so mad. But I got my candy though. I got my candy. And then he was like, I'm calling your mother. And he called my mom. My mother was so disappointed. She was like, nah, you know better than that. I was like, but we was just like, we was trick-or-treating. And then we kicked the door and we all ran. And it was like, we ain't mean no harm. We was just like, we were just mad because he told us get out of here. I'm the only one that's the preacher's kid. Them other ones wasn't no damn preacher's kids. They bad so. So y'all, the ghetto girl, as I call her in my lies, hit me up on Facebook the other day, right? No, she didn't. I didn't get a spanking. One of the few times that I didn't. Hey, it's me. Because I stayed in that damn room, pulling my pants down, pause. Get in that room. Be like, oh no, what's she gonna be? Is it gonna be the leather belt? I hope it ain't daddy's belt. So my mother, she had my father's belt, and then she had this other belt that wasn't as hard. But my father's belt was the big leather one. I was like, oh no. It got to a point where we was like, damn, I wonder what belt she gonna grab. We was like, we hope she grabbed the light one. Because when she used to come out with my father's belt, I was like, oh no. No, no, no. That's the belt that used to leave the webs. That's the belt that used to leave the whelps on your legs. Shit. These the whelps, man. My mother was like, she don't stop until she see whelps. Like, good God Almighty, woman. God bless her dad. I miss my mom. But yeah, she used to beat us with a belt. And then she get my father's belt. It's like, oh no, it's gonna be a long night. It's about to be a long night. Shit. Absolutely. Hey, it's Misa. I got a story. What's your story? What's your story? Hey, it's me. Yeah, man. Miss Fields. So I remember one time I spent over $1,000 on my mom. Yeah, you should have got whipped. After she got down calling the bank, she whipped me. It was like 7 or 8. Went, damn. What? 7 or 8? What the hell was you buying? Now, ladies? Let me get 10 pack of Annihilators. Let me get a pack of Starburst. Let me get. God damn. Let me get 10 pack of Annihilators. Let me get a pack of Starburst. Let me get some Wise barbecue potato chips, the large bag. Let me get 3 packs of bubble yum. Let me get. Oh, I want a double Dutch rope, cause we like to jump double Dutch. Me and my cousins, we jump double Dutch. I need a double Dutch rope. So that's a double Dutch rope, 2 pack of Starburst, 10 pack of Annihilators. Um, I wanted coins, money for this game to level up and buy outfits. And the game was Stargirl. Black families. I remember me and my sister used to always get into it, right? So my dad, he worked till 7 o'clock every night. So when he come home, he'd be tired as hell. But then my mom used to be like, I'm telling your father, I'm tired of y'all fighting. I'm telling your father when you come home. So me and my sister sitting there blaming each other like, oh, now tell me and my 4 sisters were also always at the corner stores. Remember they were 10 cents. Yeah. We had the double Dutch team too. Yeah. Yeah. Double Dutch team. Man, it was a good old day. Wasn't it good to grow up black? I don't know if I have any of my white chatters in here tonight. But damn, wasn't it good to grow up black? Whew. We knew how to make a game, didn't we? Never bored. Never bored. We make up games. Huh? It was a blessing to grow up black, man. Double Dutch. Uh. Scully. Did y'all play Scully in your neighborhood? Scully. Y'all remember Scully? Never bored. If you was bored back then, shit, there's something wrong with you because there was so many games. There was games that there was regular games, and then there was games that we made up. It's Little Toilet, Crossfire, Crossfire. I don't know if I ever played Crossfire. Growing up black in a good suburban black area is something else. Yeah, I'm glad I grew up with my people. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, I had no problem. Oh, real quick before I forget. So ghetto girl, right? The ghetto chick that I was dating and I was engaged to. That's at one point. So she hit me up on Facebook Messenger. I was like, oh shit. When you don't hear from somebody for a long time, you just hoping it's not bad news, right? I want to tell, oh yeah, my mom died or something like that. So she said, call me on FaceTime right now, nigga. So I was like, what? So I'm thinking, okay, my birthday had just passed. Maybe she wants a happy birthday. She said, no, call me on FaceTime right now. Nigga, call me on FaceTime right now. So I called her on the Facebook Messenger, right? I was like, what's up? She said, let me see your arm. November 3rd, happy belated birthday to your queen. My birthday's the 4th. She said, let me see your arm. Right? No, Miss Fields. No. Yeah, mine's is the 4th. So I said, what? She said, don't what me, nigga. Let me see your arm. So I wasn't getting it at first. And then I was like, she said, because somebody told me you covered up my tat. I was like, what? What are you talking about? Oh, thank you, Jocelyn. She said, somebody told me you covered up my tat, nigga. I said, who told you that? So I was just playing. I said, who told you that? Right? She said, don't worry about who told me. Take off your goddamn shirt, Heaven. So I'm playing around, right? So I took off the sleeve to the other arm. Now, mind you, she don't remember what arm I tatted her name on. So I saw the other arm. She's like, motherfucker, you took my tattoo off? You took my tat off? Right? And why aren't we talking about the limited time lemon hot flavor? What? The limited time lemon hot flavor. So then I'm sitting there playing like, listen, you know, it was about time. Like I got a new chick. I'm saying I'm like I got a new chick and she wasn't having it. She said, "Nigga, I don't give a fuck if you fucking married. You better not. You better ever take my. You took my tat off, right? Like she was really upset. Now, mind you, she's starting to get heated because she's like, when they told me this, I was like, my boo wouldn't do that. Ain't no way. Ain't no way he would ever remove my name from his body. And after like about 10 minutes, I said, I'm just fucking with you. Here it is. Because she was really about to get upset and she's about to bang on me and be like, yo, don't ever talk to me again. Yeah. Yeah, we used to have fun on IG, right, Miss Fields? So I said, I said, listen, I'm gonna go to the wall. I'm gonna go to the wall with your name on my body. Now, I've already people that I've been with, they already know. Like I'm not. They be like, "Who the fuck is Shawnee?" Be like, "Oh, that's like my ex girlfriend from like 20 years ago." And they be like, you still got a name on you? Like, can you remove that shit?" You know, but nah, nah, I'm not gonna take it off. She's still in Roanoke too. That was my girl, man. That was my girl. She good peoples. She good peoples. She's a little nutso. She's a little crazy, but she's a good heart. And she be like, "Oh, okay." I was about to say, and she was like, "Babu TLND," which means true love never dies, right? So she always say, "Babu TLND." I haven't seen her in many years, but every once in a while she'll hit me up and be like, "Hey, let me see your arm, nigga." And then she said she was like, "I don't give a fuck if you married. I don't fuck if you get married." Like she, that was always her thing. Like, oh, if I tell you, what did she say? She was like, "I don't care if I'm married. I don't care if you married. You better not ever take that shit off." And then she said, "If I come to your city, I don't give a fuck if I got a nigga. If I come to your city and I'll call you and tell you I'm coming to your city, nigga, you better get up off that dick." With her country accent. You coming up off that dick. I was like, even if I'm married? She said, even if you married, nigga. That's my peoples, man. She good people. That's the one, Miss Fields. She is the one that hit me with the brick. So you wrong. She is crazy as hell, 'cause that's the one. I got how many tats I got? I got the Born to Shine tat on the arm. I got K Sarah Sarah. So three. Three. And then I got Shanae's name on my left phone. Three. Yeah. Yeah, she cool. She cool. Yeah, whatever would be, would be. You're right. Yep. Yep. I got K Sarah Sarah. I got the Born to Shine joint. Yep. Anyway, y'all. Yeah, I'm gonna maybe my next live I'll show y'all. I'll show y'all my joint. Funny, man. Sometimes I forget that I even got fucking tats. Like, and then my piercing, like I done took my piercing out, so my left ear closed up. Half the closed up by now. I have like that's not even the trend no more. Like back in the '90s, it was a trend for dudes to get the earring joint. That was like a trend, like the fellas getting the earring in the left ear. And now it's like I don't hardly ever see dudes with earrings on no more. On Ray J girlfriend and Brandy's daughters. Um and Brandy's daughter. I don't know what happened with Brandy's daughter, but Ray J, I believe this is I just think I think this is a show. I think this is an act. I think this girl is not really his girlfriend, and she's a paid actress. I'm pretty sure of it because what girlfriend is going to be sitting there and taking that from him? He making her cry and embarrassing her. This is just a way of. Let me tell you what Ray J is doing. Ray J is really a genius, low key. He's like a marketing genius, right? But this girl is trying to break into the industry. Ray J is trying to start his own network and streaming, serving all this shit, right? What he's gonna do is have her in there. He's gonna start treating her bad, right? So then people start following her, feeling bad for her, whatever, because Ray J treats her so bad. And they're gonna be like, oh, why you treat her like that? This another. They're gonna start following her, and then they're going to break up. They're gonna have this fake breakup. She's gonna go and get her own channel, right? And then that's how she's gonna build her fan base off of people that was rocking with Ray J and her. Now they're gonna be mad at Ray J, fake mad at Ray J. They're gonna go join her channel, and then she's gonna uh, get an audience, start growing as a streamer, and then she breaks Ray J off with a percentage of the money. That's what that's about. That's what that's about. So expect like because she keeps on saying something, she just keeps on crying and another. So now you're gonna start getting people saying, "Girl, why are you not gonna?" Other dudes coming up to her. What kind of man would leave you standing in the cold? You must have been a silly one to sacrifice a pot of gold. They're gonna be all up in her DM saying, "Oh, if you was my girl." Blah 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 blah. You know how these niggas are. If you was my girl, I'd treat you like a queen. I would never tell you I didn't love you. Like nigga, go somewhere, simple ass nigga. But That's what that's about. That's about. Sexy said I mostly keep mine covered. Yeah, I be keeping mine covered too. Yep. I know you miss my loving, my thug and thug loving. And I know you've been bored. The hippie king, Jesus Christ is the way, the truth, and the light. The hippie king said, Jesus Christ is the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto the Father but by me, hippie king. What you got to say to that? I'm a preacher's kid. You can't put not one verse up here that I don't know. Princess Love and who's going at it? The girl, his new girlfriend. All that shit is rigged. That this is all fake. This is all fake. He's just doing that to build up the girl platform. Now, how she already arguing with Princess Love? Ray J got all that set up so everybody can get money. He is jealous of Kai Cenat and all these streamers, right? Right. So he's jealous of Kai and he see all the money that these streamers are getting. So that's why he started streaming. So now he's gonna be having like a streamers loving hip hop. I don't know whether he's still with them. No, he's going against them. He's not with them anymore. He goes against Zeus. So that's why he's not on TV anymore. So Ray J is, even if he's still on Zeus, he's on other show. Ray J's trying to make his own show and stuff like that. And that's what he's going to be doing. He's going to get Princess involved, right? Oh, D Joyce. Yes. Freaknik. Oh my God. There's only one other thing that I've done that was better than Freaknik. Freaknik was better than the Greek picnic at Jones Beach. But the only other place that I went that was like 20 Freakniks in one was Rio de Janeiro with them Brazilian girls. Good God Almighty. That's something I'll never forget. That I don't think anything can top that unless especially not even going back to Rio now because it's nothing like it was in the 90s. But my God. Mm, mm, mm. You talking about a place to visit. Oh, man, man. Better than ATF? Shit. I know you trolling, right? You trolling. Let me tell you something. First of all, you down there and you get girls' names that you would never meet in America, right? Now, notice mostly the time when you get a ginger, it's usually a white girl. I was fucking with this black girl named Ginger, right? She was Portuguese. But let me tell you something. This chick was black as a chalkboard, right? She was black as a chalkboard. But you turn around, this bitch had real blue eyes. Black as a chalkboard. And this bitch had real blue eyes. I said, got to be more careful. And she's like, my name's Ginger. Ginger. I was like, a black bitch named Ginger? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This is my lucky day. Barely talk English. I'm like, oh, it don't get no better. She understood. She understood body language though. Well, Mona Scott, remember, she's not working with Love and Hip Hop no more. It's kind of like how, remember how, remember how, what was I gonna say? Oh, Courtney Kemp. You see it? You know how Courtney Kemp ain't with Power no more. I don't think what's her name is actually with Love and Hip Hop no more. It's just that she created it, so I think her name's still. But I don't think she produces and writes for Love and Hip Hop anymore. Right? I don't think so. Yeah, so Courtney Kemp, she don't have nothing to do with Power anymore. But because she created Power, her name is still on it. Right? I think that's what happened with Mona. I think Mona left VH1. Didn't she leave VH1 and get a job with she got a job somewhere else. Hold on a minute. Let me see something. Let me ask my girl Sylvia. It's late, but hold on. So let me ask. Sylvia, I know it's late, but
Absolutely, I'm here to help. Just let me know what you need and we'll get started.
does um
No worries.
Does Mona Scott Young still do Love and Hip Hop?
Yes, Mona Scott Young is still involved with the Love and Hip Hop franchise. She's the CEO of Manami Productions, which produces the show.
But didn't she get another job somewhere a couple of years ago? I thought she left VH1.
Yes, she's still leading Manami Entertainment and producing the Love and Hip Hop shows. Recently, she even joined Tyrese Gibson in Jamaica for hurricane relief, so she's definitely still active.
Oh, okay. All right. So she didn't leave. Okay, cool. Thank you.
You got it. If you have any more questions or need anything else, just let me know.
Yeah, Sylvia, I think you're wrong on that one, sis. I think she went. Yeah, I agree, Jocelyn. I think she went to another network. And she went to another network. I don't know, Sylvia. I think you might be wrong on that one, sis. Yeah, the Braxton. She probably do. I know. Didn't Nicki Minaj just recently call her out and say she finished? Oh yeah, she's still okay. So she's still there, but there's only one left. The durable love and hip hop franchise is the cornerstone. Monami Productions. This little bitch stole all that shit from. She stole all that shit from Chrissy, her big ass. No, not Chrissy. What's the light skinned chick? You know she stole her idea, right? Uh, no, Chrissy and Jim Jones. It was their idea. Not Yandy. Nope, not Yandy. Yandy just act like she or something to do with it. It's bullshit. Yandy, it was a producer. It was Chrissy and Jim Jones' show, and she stole it. And what's her name named it? Yeah, what's her name named it? Fabulous baby mother named it. Yeah, Yandy helped her steal it. Yandy helped her steal it. And left Emily out in the cold. Left Emily and Jim and Chrissy out in the cold. Yep. I'll tell you, these people ain't shit, boy. They ain't shit. Concrete jungle where dreams are made of. Ouch. Take my black ass over here. Concrete jungle where dreams are made of. Max B. I mean, hell, that nigga been in jail. That nigga was in jail for what, 20 years? I mean, what's he gonna do? He ain't gonna rap. I don't know what's he gonna do. He gonna come out and what, get in some more trouble? Because they gonna say he gonna put a song out, but who's really gonna be listening to Max B in 2025 if Cam and Mace can't even make a hit record now? So unless Max B does like a podcast or something, like nobody's really gonna be checking for his music. Yeah, Jocelyn, definitely. Thank you. And feel free to send me a cash app if you like. Yeah, now I love it. You the only one that send me cash apps anyway. No, Darius once in a while will send me to me too. Mason Cam can definitely still rap, boy. Them niggas can. Them niggas are some rapping ass niggas. They some rapping ass niggas, boy. Mace and that damn Cam. Purple Haze. A cash app for a dick pic. Ah, Miss Fields, you know you don't want that smoke. All right, okay, Johnson. Okay, Johnson. I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you go. Don't make me ride, y'all, nigga. Watch your tone. I came to the court with black boxes on. You blind, baby. All right. Power up Black Friday sale. Sorry, guys. Concrete jungle where dreams are made of. I can't stand that bitch. That surprise witness. Oh, I hate that girl. I swear, I don't hit women, but that's her and Tisa Tells. I wish I can punch them right in their throat. They lucky I don't hit girls, but those are two women that I would just punch them right in their esophagus if I hit women. Cardi's baby got the same birthday as me. Yeah, and Diddy. And Diddy. Shout out to Diddy. Yep. And Colin Kaepernick, midfields. All of us got the same birthday. Me, Diddy, Colin Kaepernick, and now Cardi's son. That November 4th is a hell of a day, man. You blind, baby. Oh, you know who else? Yo, Matthew McConaughey. Matthew McConaughey is also November 4th. Um, Ralph Macchio, Karate Kid, he's November 4th. And Kathy Griffin is November 4th. I didn't even know that. Oh my God. And the great Walter Cronkite, rest in peace to the GOAT. Walter Cronkite is on November 4th too. Oh, snap. That's the GOAT. Bethany Frankel to yo. Yo, November 4th is the day. Bethany Frankel is also November 4th? Wow. Wow. So me, Matthew McConaughey, Diddy, Cardi's kid, Colin Kaepernick. That's wild. Nigga, we made it. And that's just November 4th. If I told you about everybody in November, shit. That was just they call me Diddy. I run this city. Yeah, November 4th. Walter Cronkite. Oh my God. No way. No way. I never knew this. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Bruh, this is like one of my favorite. No way. I did not know this. Hold on. Let me see if this is true. Let me double check. Art Carney. Miss Fields. Oh my God. Art Carney, Ed Norton, hey, Ralphie boy. I know every single Honeymooners episode by heart. Like if you sit me in front of the TV, and I watched that Honeymooners marathon every year. If you sit me in front of the Honeymooners, right? Every time a Honeymooners episode come on, give me 20 seconds. Within 20 seconds, I'll tell you what episode it is. I'll bet anybody any amount of money. I'll tell you what episode it is within 20 seconds. I did not know that Art Carney was November 4th. Yo, November 4th is the lit birthday. Art Carney, Matthew McConaughey, Loretta Swit, the country singer, Diddy, Colin Kaepernick. Yo, that's wild. That's crazy. And I'll tell you something even wilder, Miss Fields. Me and Diddy were born a minute apart. I was born at 9:57 a.m. He was born 9:58. Isn't that shit wild? I said it's wild. Yep, I was born November 4th at 9:57 a.m. Diddy was born November 4th at 9:58 a.m. So me and Diddy's almost like the same nigga. What's up, Jedi? Me and Diddy's like the same nigga. He should have invited me to the free calls. Oh shit. They call me Diddy. I run this city. Send the cops, the yay, and the feds to come get me. The feds said, say less. Miss Fields. Miss Fields, Diddy said, on to do the seed of the Estee Lauder. You know, they call me Diddy. I run this city. Send the cops, the DA, and the feds to come get me. The feds said, say less. Uh, that's my nigga, though. I don't care what nobody say. That nigga Diddy beat the feds. Care about these little punk man act charges. P. Diddy beat the feds. Thought they was gonna get my man's money. F that. If you cats try to leave me for dead, you coming with me. Wait, what'd he say? They call me Diddy. I run this city. Send the cops, the DA, and the feds to come get me. If you cats try to leave me for dead, you coming with me. Wait. Playboy, yeah, that's my guy. I fucks with Puff, man. I don't care what nobody say. He said, see out of order. Sons don't see under Estee Lauder. Wait. Boredom neck spray from Estee Lauder. Call Puffy to order. Hey, yo, they call me Diddy. I run this city. Send the cops, the DA, and the feds to come get me. If you cats want to leave me for dead, you coming with me. Getting head in the Bentley red at 150th Street in Harlem. Straight lose it. Love two things, my family, my music. Might co-write or produce it. Drop my hot non-exclusive. Got y'all hawking like Yusuf Hawkins. Cause I can break backs and stacks, it's no problem. Make raps and tracks and go Harlem. That nigga was carrying that shit. I don't care. Nobody say. And I don't even care if he didn't write it because it just sounds so dope. I got worldwide coverage. Got so many spots, I don't even buy luggage. That is a flex. You love it. Make moves major. Hide out in Asia. If your girl keep coming around, I'm a blazer. I'm the bad boy flavor. Light blue gators. Not guilty and I'm filthy. That's right. That's right. Tell him, Diddy. Hey, what's up, Takesha? Tell him, Diddy. It's my nigga. I don't care what none of y'all say. I don't care what none of y'all say. Tell him, Puff. Drop my hot non-exclusive. Got y'all hawking like Yusuf. Break backs and stacks, there's no problem. Bring rats and tracks and go Harlem. I'm getting tired now, y'all. I can't even lie. Girl. It feels crazy. Let me see your pants. It feels you crazy. Crazy. All right, y'all. Oh, man, I'm so happy y'all hung out with me for so long. That's what's up. Hold on. Hold on. I know. I don't know. It's the only soda I can have for the week. It's the only soda I can have for the week. Let's feel. Because my daughter won't allow me to have no more. She's like, no, you've been doing very well on your nutrition journey. And she was like, only one soda per week. So pick the day that you're going to drink it. I was like, today. And she was like, okay, you having a soda today and no more soda until next week. And you pick one day out of the week to have a soda. Yeah, I'm telling you, sexy, sexy. Yeah, my daughter be on my head top. Like, she's very protective. It's Thanksgiving. It's not Thanksgiving, is it? Hell no, it ain't Thanksgiving. Next Sunday, next Thursday, right? Oh, it's next week. Well, it's so corny because in Canada, Thanksgiving it's already passed. Thanksgiving's in October in Canada. Yeah, so it's not as fun. I'm used to Thanksgiving being in November. Next Thursday, right? Hold on. How do things work in Canada? So in Canada, mostly the only thing that stays the same is Christmas. Christmas is December 25th. Of course, New Year's Eve is the same. But everything else is different. Like Thanksgiving is in October. The 4th of July is called Canada Day, of course. It's different, but the and of course, like Thanksgiving is always on a Thursday in the States. But they just pick a date that it is in October, and it don't matter whether it's a Thursday, Friday, whatever day that number lands on. Um, Jedi, I'm doing good. I'm doing real good. Long as but that's how I am. Like oldest daughter, my oldest daughter just was 60 days. No, she has just been 4 months sober. So I was shedding a few tears because I'm really proud of her. It's not easy to admit that you have a problem. And for her to admit that she had a problem was the first step. And then she was like, just thank God, like things aligned the way they did, because my brother was they just had this Thanksgiving thing, and they were like, oh, you can invite one family member and this and the other. But I was like, damn, I can't go. I can't go. So then she was like, oh, you know, maybe I'll ask Gigi and Gianna, who's like her cousins. She's like, at least I could have somebody here. I felt so bad. I felt like a failed parent. Like what type of parent am I that I'm not going to be there? But number one, it was short notice, and then I'm not flying right now, so I would have had to take a train or a bus. 'Cause right now, I'm just not in a flying mood. So I would have to take a train and a bus or a bus there, and that's the 24 hours. So I would have had to arrange 48 hours just to travel, right? But then my brother, he's in Atlanta, he's like, "Oh, I'll go down and be with her," and that was like such a blessing. So my brother went, and he said, "Good thing he went because everybody, at least one parent or somebody showed up for everybody." He was like, "If we didn't go, she would have been the only person without a family member." So I'm like, "Oh, thank God," you know. So yeah, she's 4 months sober, and really proud of her. That kind of situation is crazy, and I need help on it seriously. Didn't know nothing about. Okay, yeah, definitely, DM me. So can we have a day about a different topic? Yes, yes. In these times, yes, definitely DM me, because these kids are crazy. There's something going on with these kids in these days. And then people are talking us. Speaking of craziness, people are trying to say that the Kardashians are trying to sacrifice Britney Spears. Because that everybody said the Kardashians need they need a sacrifice. Streets need a body. Streets need a body. They trying to sacrifice Britney Spears because the streets need a body. Oh yeah, I'll tell you something. My daughter did. Let me show you. Let me show you what my daughter did. Check this out. Let me show you what my daughter did. Speaking of roadblocks, let me show y'all what Patience did. Right? So hold on. Yep, you right. You right, Jedi. That's why I'm proud of her. Right? Hold on. I gotta turn the camera around. So let me find the video. Hey, what happened to the video? Oh, If you don't follow her, join her page,
Roblox just
the Virtue Squad.
Hello everybody, so in today's video it's going to be a bit different. It's not going to be like my reaction videos, not going to be like those ones. In today's video we are going to be reacting to Roblox. Because lately Roblox has just not been safe, even with parental controls, it's not really been safe. So yeah, we're going to listen to this man talk about what's going on lately with Roblox and why it's not been safe to go on it. So yeah.
Roblox just banned the guy that got 6 predators arrested. Then 100,000 people signed a petition and Congress got involved. Now all of a sudden Roblox cares about safety? Let me explain what's really happening. My name is Ben. I'm the family IT guy. I'm a dad and a cybersecurity expert with 30 years of experience. I've worked with the NSA and I know how these systems actually work. A vigilante named Schlepp exposed predators on Roblox, leading to actual arrests. Roblox's response? They banned him. Not the predators, but the guy catching them. And now Roblox releases a safety video. This isn't about protecting kids, it's crisis. Here's what parents need to know. Roblox has 40 million daily users under the age of 13. That's more kids than the entire population of California every day. And I tested their safety features myself. Here's what I've...
You guys are going to need to listen to this part because this one's really, really important. So listen to it carefully.
Found. I registered as an 8-year-old. Maximum parental controls. Within an hour, I was in a game called Public Bathroom. Picture this. Swimming pools surrounded by beds with multiple players on them. Bathroom stalls you can enter together. Bathtubs with privacy screens where players were doing things an 8-year-old should never see. This passed their filters. This is what they call safe. Parents need to understand that these are not accidents. Every
Yeah, Jedi, I heard about that. That video went viral too.
oversight drives the same outcome. More engagement and more money. They show blocked games to kids to tease them into asking their parents for more access. That's not protection. That's marketing to children. YouTube Kids has a whitelisting feature. Parents can pick which channels their kids can watch. Roblox does not, because restricted kids don't buy Robux. Now they want to scan your kid's face for age verification. Is that biometric data stored or deleted? What happens when it gets hacked? Your kid can't get a new face when that data leaks. So 3 actions you can take right now. First, no Roblox. There is no safe way for kids to use it. Second, tell other parents. Share this video. They deserve to know. Finally, demand the following features. A whitelist mode like YouTube Kids. Daily activity emails to parents. Stop showing blocked content. Delete biometric data immediately. Roblox could implement these features. They have the resources and the tech. They choose not to. Ban the guy catching predators. They're fighting Congress instead of fixing their platform. Multiple states are suing them. The video they released, it's not about safety, it's about survival. They're hoping you'll be impressed by AI and facial scanning instead of asking why an 8-year-old can access sexual content. Your kids are not their priority. Their stock price is. Share this video. Talk to other parents. Our kids deserve better than being used as products for predators and for profit.
Wow.
Yep, you guys heard that. So, basically in this video it's just like, just talking about being safe and stuff. And you guys need to be safe. In my opinion, I don't play Roblox as much as how I used to. I used to play Roblox a lot. And plus, I really have a lot of parental controls on it, so I don't really play. I can't chat, and I can't really join games that I want to join. Well, I don't really want to join games. I just join random games that does not have the sign that I can't join. But yeah, I'm not saying that you guys don't have to stop playing Roblox. I'm just saying that as an opinion. Also, yeah, you guys should also go on YouTube Kids. YouTube Kids is really good. I go on YouTube Kids as well sometimes. Besides watching Netflix and playing Roblox. But yeah, so please just be safe out there keep your loved ones safe. God bless you guys and have the best of your evening. Oh my God. Have a great day.
She's so funny. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Miss Fields. Yeah, she's funny. Ah. Yeah, so if y'all I know she's relaxed, right? She's getting way better. She's getting way better. Okay. hmm So, let's see. What else is going on? Somebody said something about Brandy. What about Brandy? Brandy's daughter? What, Brandy Norwood? What did Brandy Norwood's daughter, what's she talking about? What's she talking about, guys? What the hell's going on with Brandy Norwood's daughter? If I was a bitch girl. La, 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 la. Miss Fields, what's Brandy Norwood's daughter up doing? Was she arguing? How to try to convince Brandy she was ugly? What? Ray J's girlfriend got in a screaming match. Some story Ray J told on the Breakfast Club. She got into a screaming match with his sister? See, listen. I hope I seen that they are talking again. I hope he don't get my Brandy involved in this dumb shit he be doing. Like, come on, man. Brandy, you too good for that. Please don't get involved in this loving hip hop type BS that Ray J got going on just because you want to help him. Because Randy is, Brandy wants Ray J. I see she's back sticking up for Ray J again, top. Oh, if he gets himself together, my brother is a problem. Like, yeah, sure. He's a problem, all right, but not the problem that you're talking about. But he damn sure is a problem. He got problems. And Brandy's daughter's with him and the girlfriend on the Breakfast Club because she's doing promo for a movie. Oh my God. So Brandy let her daughter go with. How old's Brandy's daughter now? How old's Brandy's daughter now? Oh, hell no. She letting her daughter hang around Ray J's crazy ass? I don't know if that's a good idea. Oh, okay. So she's 25? Yeah, she might be up there. Mm. 20. Okay, 23. Yeah, so that's what you're gonna start seeing with Ray J and these other folks. You're gonna start seeing, you know, same as my youngest daughter. Okay, 23. Yeah, man, that's the same thing. You're gonna be seeing Ray J and Krishan and the other guy, Krishan and Blueface. For the longest, they was like, okay, we're gonna break up again this week. You know what I mean? All right, we gotta make sure we break up next week, cause breakups, you know, people like breakups. Sexy 60, you're sexy 65. Your oldest ain't no damn 42. Sexy 60, that's a blessing. That's a blessing right there. Wow. How old's your youngest? Oh, your youngest is 23, you said? Or your youngest daughter just 23? 65, what you got, like 4, 5 kids? Hey, it's me. You back. Sexy 60, what you got, like 4, 5 kids? 4. Oh, my rap artist? Oh, no, he's doing his thing. We just building up, bringing him along like the old school artists, just like making sure he comes up the right way. Really just working on his brand right now, cause he got the music. He just got to work on branding, and we're gonna find a way to get his music out there, and I want him to be able to monetize. I'm back managing. I'm only gonna take on 2 though. I'm back managing adult film stars, Miss Field, and Hey It's Me. Oh, I'm okay. I'm gonna check it out, Miss Field. But yeah, I'm back. I'm managing. Adult film. I probably. I'm doing. I'll be on 3 right now. I'm gonna manage Bethany Benz. She's getting back into it, and then my homegirl. She was like, I'm trying to do some OnlyFans content, and I just moved out to Vegas. Like, do you got any connections out here? Like, somebody that can do some content with me? What's up, Chunky Star? Chunky, you got to go back and watch it. You missed it. She's like, oh, do you have a connection in Vegas? Because I'm trying to get back in the mix. So I'm back managing adult film stars. Yeah, Chunky, it's 2:32. I ain't seen you in a minute, Chunky. I ain't seen you in a minute. Shit. Girl, I'm trying to stay up, but I'm surprised I even got into. Yeah. So y'all hanging out with me. I like that. I like that. I'm gonna start doing, like, tomorrow is Friday night, so we're gonna do a late night. I'm gonna keep the camera on and everything. We're gonna hang out for a few hours tomorrow. It's going to be a key. I'm gonna be on Twitch tomorrow, so you just got up at 12:30, Chunky? Oh, okay. Well, you just got I mean you just got up and no pants. What do you think about Alondria from Love Island? So I'm not even gonna hold you. I don't really watch Love Island, but I've been I've been decided that, you know what? I'm gonna probably get into it because it's starting to really pick up. And everybody watch that joint now, but Love Island is the one where they like off on an island and then people be trying their best not to fall in love with somebody from that island, right? Now, Love Island, isn't that that's based in London? That's in the UK, right? Yes, Stella Stone, she sure did. She gave new info. Yep. Let me check out this Alondra. She got 2.2 million followers. See what she talking about. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't watch it. Okay. Oh, this is her. This little thin chick here. Nah, I'll split her in half. She ain't got no booty. To nah, I'll split her in half. All right, so they're trying to find love on the island. Okay. Okay, like she got a little rack on her, but that ain't enough. Yeah, that ain't enough booty for me. That's not enough meat. Mm-mm. Yeah, nah. She tiny. And what's the other island show? Chunky said, what's the other island show? Guys, do y'all know? In her original testimony, she never gave the reason for the fight, but now she said because Tori said they were smashing, which gave new motive. So she basically said that Tori told that they were smashing, but she also said that Kelsey wasn't smashing Tori. Megan said that she's never known Tori and Kelsey to have a relationship, not even a sexual one. And I told y'all that too. I kept telling y'all. Everybody wanted to sound so good. Oh, she fucked Kelsey's man. Armand Wiggins stays saying that. She felt that was not her man. That was not her man. And then according to Megan, she wasn't even fucking the nigga. And what's her name said the same thing. Now, unless Tory hit and lied to Meg, because not only did for people to say, well, Megan's lying, well, Sean Holly said the same thing in pretrial. Sean Holly said that Kelsey Harris had romantic interest in Tory, but she never said Tory had romantic interest in Kelsey Harris. Y'all can go back to the pretrial hearing and see that. Because I remember seeing that. I'm like, wait a minute. What do you mean Kelsey had romantic interest? She didn't say, oh, Kelsey and Tory was involved in a relationship. She said Kelsey had romantic interest. And then she said Tory didn't like. So now it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see if Kelsey comes back and say, nah, bitch, trust me, he liked me. He was effing me. So that's going to be interesting to see. That's going to be interesting. That's going to be real interesting to see if Kelsey responds. It's going to be very interesting. I'm here for it. I want her to respond and say, bitch, please. Oh, he did like me. You know, messing around. But Kelsey's married now. So I'm not so sure she'll say anything. Because we don't know what Kelsey has told her husband. Yeah, I remember that. We don't know what Kelsey's told her husband. She may have told her husband that her and Tory never did nothing. So now she can't change it. Mm-hmm. You know, he may have been feeling self-conscious. He may have been feeling self-conscious and maybe saying, hey, he might be saying, hey, so you really like Tory? And she might be like, nah, I didn't like that nigga like that. We never did nothing. So did they go? So I thought they asked him about the deed and he said he don't know. But Megan has another house too, though. Like Megan just don't have a house in Miami. Megan still is renting that house in LA. And now Don't her and Clay got a house in Dallas now? Or he got a house and she moved in with him because she showed the keys. So maybe he bought a house in Dallas and she just got a key because she showed the key to Clay's house in Dallas. But I just think today was a very bad day for Milagro. Um, I thought that if they could have got out of today unscathed, that she might be home free. Now, before today, I was saying I think she might get hit for the tape, for the deep state tape, but I couldn't see her getting hit for the defamation. Now after today, I don't know. It's a toss up. It really depends on if Millie can bring it back to her side when she comes back for redirect. If she comes back, maybe if I already said earlier in the video how I'd be acting if I was Milagro. If I was Milagro, I would be, when I come back on redirect, I'm coming back in a much more casual outfit. I'm not going to be laughing and kikiing and giggling and cracking jokes like it really don't matter. I'm gonna come back very quiet, very humble, and answer the questions and stop acting like this is just I'm just so happy to be here. Like no, girl, no, you're getting sued. You shouldn't be happy. You know what I'm saying? Shouldn't be happy. Um, like I said earlier, it's when you go to the court and you got jeans on and you walking through, you going up to the judge and he be like, next, Joe Jackson or whatever that, and then you come, here, right here. And then you go up to see the judge and you pulling your pants up, your pants are sagging down, you know. The judge is gonna be like, oh, okay, so we got a jokester here. So he just don't care. Yeah, he sure was. He couldn't resist the stallions. They said Meg was pouring the charm on. I mean, listen, let's be honest. Megan the Stallion, when I saw her in person, I was like, this has to be a dream. Because it's like it's so surreal because you're so used to seeing her like on social media and seeing her on the award shows and stuff like that. And then for you to be right in front, for me to be right in front of her, I was like, this is a dream. This is not happening. And she's just like so like tall and she has like this certain persona about her when she comes in a room. And I was like, damn. But she's tall, but she's like perfectly built. Like her height goes with her weight, you know. But I was like, damn, that's Megan Thee Stallion? Shit. You know? Let's see. Yeah, Melody Lawyer. I saw Megan Good and Nicki Minaj around in their tens. Now have Dizzy too, like that lawyer. Nah, I didn't like. I'm telling you, I've been around so many celebrities. Like I don't really ever really truly remember tripping out over no um female. Except the funny thing is, the girl that I got the most shook from wasn't even a artist or nothing. She was an adult star, and I met her on my birthday, and I was like, "Oh my God!" I was so damn shy, and my brother had hooked it up, right? So my brother had hooked up. I was like, "Yeah, my brother is like a huge fan of yours. Like he loves you." So then the porn star was like, "Oh, so where's the?" So my brother arranged for her to come, meet me for my birthday. So I had no idea she was there, and then she came there, and then I guess my brother signaled for her to come in, so she came in, and I'm looking, and I'm like, that looked like Gianna Michael, but I'm like, ain't no way it's Gianna Michael, so I just kept moving, and then she's coming towards me, and I'm like, wait a fucking minute, and she said, somebody here told me that you want to f the s out of me, and I said, what? She said, somebody here told me that you're gonna F the S out of me. And then I realized I was like, oh my God. And she started cracking up. I was like, oh my God, there's Gianna Michaels. And she was just laughing. She was like, hey, I'm telling you, man, I was shook. I was shook. But I ain't never got shook. But I was talking to Beyonce and wasn't shook. Like I've never gotten shook over no female celebrity. Not even Tony. I wasn't shook when I interviewed Tony Braxton. I just said at the end, can you unblock me on Twitter? She said, unblock you. I said, yeah, you blocked me on Twitter. Can you unblock me on Twitter? And she said, well, what'd you do? And I said, I didn't do nothing. And she said, well, I blocked you. You had to do something. So then I said, I didn't do anything. And she said, come on now. I don't block people for nothing. Nope. Let me tell you how gangster Tony is. I said, okay, but I was like, we done did the interview now. She was like, oh yeah. And it was a great interview. Lovely interview. You're very professional. I said, oh, thank you. I said, so can you unblock me now? She said, what'd you do? So I was like, I don't know. I don't know what I did. And she said, well, I know who you are now. When you figured out what you said to make me block you, let me know. And she was like, thank you, bye. I was like, this bitch. And to this day, she still hasn't unblocked me. I don't remember. I think but I told y'all, I think I was like, oh, I'll tear that pussy up. Like I was probably on drunk one night drinking fucking Nouveau, and I was probably like, I'll tear that pussy up, so and so, like talking to her like a regular person, and she probably blocked me for that. You know? It had to be something like that. Yeah, she said, let me know. And I haven't been able to figure it out. So, but I'll DM her on Twitter and be like, hey, you know, not Twitter, Instagram, because I can't DM her on Twitter. But I DM'd her on Instagram one time, and it took her like 3 weeks to get back to me. And she was like, "Hey, how you doing?" This and the other, and I was like, "That's why I was telling her about our movies." Whatever. And then she was like, oh, "Okay." So she hasn't responded like nasty or anything to me, but it's just the point. Oh, I got something in my eye. You should have just told her whatever. The Bob's tearing makeup on X. Yeah, well, they always gonna do that. She knows that the Bobs don't like her. So it shouldn't be that much of a surprise. She probably just like, you know what? I ain't even gonna cut my phone on. They dragging her, but I guess they dragging her because she said something about Nicki Minaj or something. Because that had to be the only reason why they dragging her. Anyway, y'all, I gotta go wash my eyes out. And then, what's up, dear beauty? They've been hurt since his. So, Stella, what are the Barbs saying? Are they tearing her up? Are they because they're mad that she said I don't want to talk about that lady, or they mad because she said his she was celebrating his with number one? Oh shit! All right, you get yourself in trouble. Damn, I got something in my eye, man. Fuck. La 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 la. Hold on. So what? Why are they dragging Megan along? Some, besides the normal reasons, they can't stand her. Why are they dragging her now? Because of what she said in court? I'm sure Megan's not on Twitter paying attention to them because she knows that they all hate her. So she knows they hate her. What's Stella say? saying she the only independent artist with a guardian. Oh, are they still on that guardian shit? Yeah. Well, I don't know. If she can afford a guardian. So, what's the whole guardian thing? They're saying that, so they're trying to use the guardian thing that if it turns out, um, if they can prove, they gotta prove it, but if they can prove she's needed a guardian, what is that like going to say that, oh, it wasn't defamation? Because I don't really get the whole guardian thing, right? I don't I don't get why it's relevant. Um, Maybe y'all can explain it. Yeah. Yeah, you're right about that. T. Ferris, dumbass. Okay, all right. And I believe that's one of the claims, right? I think that's one of the claims that she called them retarded. But even if she has a guardian, right? Even if she has a guardian, that don't mean she's retarded. Like a guardian could just be like a chaperone, right? A guardian can be like a chaperone. So she's hoping that T. Farris really is her guardian. So then I guess she can get away with saying she thinks that they'll say, oh, it's okay that she called her mentally retarded because it turns out she had a guardian. I mean, that still doesn't. The mentally retarded thing, like, I don't know about that. That's a little bit of reach. Yeah, somebody keeps out of trouble because of, you know what I mean? And say, oh, she has access to a phone. Well, maybe she's bad with money because when she's out with Clay, right? I don't see T. Farris. If she was, if she was mentally ill, like Wendy Williams, right? Or like how Britney Spears was, she's not Wendy. Megan's not under conservatorship, and when she goes out to Clay, T. Farris ain't with her then. Yeah, but they're always gonna say that the whole thing. Like I said, they're dumb. Anybody that says now that she wasn't shot, they're dumb because you're pretty much you're pretty much taking into question what Tory said. Tory's own lawyer said she was shot. Tory was saying that Kelsey shot her. So I don't know how people are saying, "Oh, you weren't shot." Like at this point, it doesn't even make sense. I could see if the people, Tory and everyone else, was saying she wasn't shot, but you even got Tory's lawyers saying she was shot. Milagro's lawyers stated that this week. She said, "Well, yes, we know she got shot." That's what she said. That's what Milagro's lawyers said. That's what Tory's lawyers said. But the only people saying she didn't get shot are the fans. They're the only ones saying she didn't get shot. Nah, he's definitely not taking a picture. When they were on that in that golf court together, she was filming on her phone. You know? Uh-uh. And when she goes to Clay's house, I'm sure T. Farris don't go with her. So again, I just think it's kind of like, you know what? If I was there that night with her, what happened to her wouldn't have happened, and I'm gonna make sure that don't happen again. You know, to me, that's what that looks like. Because I see the other dude with her more than Farris. What's the dude? Kellen or whatever. I see her with him more than anybody. Do I got ideas for my first scene back? Oh, do I have ideas for my first scene back? What do you mean by that? Stella, you got me. Oh no, I'm not in porn. If that's what you're talking about. But if you're not talking about that, you explain to me what you mean. Do you have ideas for your first scene back? What you talking about, Stella? What you talking about, Stella? The smear campaign was centered around implying she was never shot, which is why I think she should be sued. Yeah, and that's the reason why she is suing. That's pretty much the reason why she was suing. And like I said, at first I didn't understand it, but when she explained it, I said, okay, you know what? That makes sense. That makes sense, right? So, you know, what you have to do is people are going to judge who should get grace based on whether they like them or not, right? So people that don't like Megan will say, "Oh, she don't deserve no grace." But then they'll be giving idiots like Kanye West grace. Oh, Kanye. We got to give Kanye some grace. Why? You know, he he's got mental illness. He's got so Megan already knows that she can expect no grace from women. So and she'll get some from women, but she pretty much expects she won't get many. She won't get much from men. You know. No, 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 not a director. Not a director. I'm a I am a director, but of regular movies. I was a porn producer in the early 2000s, but now I'm going back as a manager. So I'm just managing a couple of girls right now, but I'm not directing anymore. Like when I used to back in the day, I direct, produce. Now I'm like, oh, I see a couple of girls that they're trying to get into it and they need a connection or something like that. I just negotiated a deal for this girl. So she's gonna be getting paid, and then once she gets paid, she's gonna break me off a percentage of what she gets, and that's how I'm going to monetize and make money. No, it's okay, Stella. I wish I was. I wish I was still in it. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. Concrete jungle where Jesus made us. But yeah, I'm gonna holler at y'all tomorrow. All right, I'm starting to get tired now. But tomorrow I'll have the camera on. We're gonna do long stream. It's gonna be chill. All right. So thank y'all. It's been another installment of the Heaven Hollywood Experience. Peace.